Hey guys, Tarke here, making a quick video while streaming. I'm not feeling too well, so I'm going to show how this build works. Kill a boss, going to be PogChamp, Poets, boom. Why should you be interested in this build? That's why you should be interested in this build. So how does that work? 2 Poets Pens, DOS wielding them. I have my links on the side if you are interested. They trigger a socketed spell when you attack. They have got a cooldown, so you get some flash offering action going, and you spam attack. Stuff goes all over the place. PogChamp, the realm's restarting soon. And we have Unearth, GMP, Formation. They all scale really well. Detonate Dead, Volatile Dead, Ellie Focus, PogChamp. And then I have a Frenzy, Culling Strike, GMP, Onslaught. So Frenzy, GMP, Cull, Onslaught. So I get Onslaught, then also Curse on Hit, Flammability. And then I also have some Flash Offering set up somewhere. PogChampery Doos. PogChampery Doos. So that's all works. Let's see what the clear is like. So you can start using these weapons from level 12. And they have pretty amazing clear and single target. I don't know how well this will scale into the end game. And you say, but Tarke, since it's only on like a 3 link, and yes, it does gain an active level up for every 25 levels, how are you going to make sure the damage stays consistent? So I get a bunch of just damage, attack speed, movement speed from Necro, and I am a Necromancer for the easy attack, cast, and movement speed, because again, 2 1s don't get movement skills, so Flesh Offering OP. And if I want to be defensive, I can use Bone Offering. And I don't put my offerings in my 1 setups, because then it would consume all my corpses. So that's why I do that. And the way that I'm going to get it to scale into endgame is I have 9 jewels planned on my tree. At level 90, I'll have 9 jewels, 173% life, 130-ish mana if I remember correctly, and mine never matter. Then you get life on every piece, life on every jewel. Let me jump that. Screw you, game. And then that's all seems good in the hood. Now you have also got the option, if you're a softcore bro, of putting a body swap into your attacks, like one of your unearth links or something. That means that every time you attack, you teleport all over the place. For hardcore, I shouldn't have to explain why that's bad, but it is an option. People want to do like budget flicker stuff. And this is kind of one of those things of the leveling's being like OP. I don't know if this will be really good end game. The ones are getting ridiculously expensive, so I bought mine yesterday night, and they were 10C each. They're now like 30C each in hardcore. I would probably recommend, if you're interested in this build, is like just purchase a pair of ones and just stash them and don't do anything with them. Let me work out if this build actually scales or not. If this build does scale, great, you can mess around with it. If it doesn't scale, then oh well, you can flip them in a bit and make some easy dollary dues. Other setups you can try out if you're not interested in this setup. A few things I would like to try, but I don't want to spend loads of chromes recoloring my wands for, is a Summon Skeletons minion life self-offering setup in one wand, with a Dark Pack setup in the other. I think that could be kind of cool. Also doing stuff with Volley. So Volley is a kind of underwhelming support gem, but if you use it with either Arctic Breath or Fireball, you can do very cool things with it. So both Arctic Breath and Fireball are projectiles which the AoE explosions can overlap. So you could do something like Fireball, Arctic Breath, Volley, or like multiple Fireball setups, etc. And it's just like really nutty. So that's something I would maybe try. You don't have to with Poets, you could just do a self-cast like Arctic Breath or Fireball build. There's the new sword, which gives you 2 extra projectiles if you used a movement skill recently, and Far Shot, which is 30% projectile damage. Maybe that's a build in there, possibly. Dual wielding them, like Whirling Blades for clear, and then just like loads of AoE overlap with Volley, possibly. But yeah, basic rule of thumb is any build you want to try this league is viable if you get enough jewels in your tree. I would say the bare minimum for a build to be considered doable in this league is 7. If you have less than 7 jewels in your tree, and again, you can socket the Abyss jewels into the tree, you have a bad build. The reason why they're so powerful here, you've got like, this isn't a very good one, but it's life, damage, well, I'm using this just because it has dex, that's a bad example. Okay, so this, for example, life all res. Energy shield, life all res. Damage, life, block. And then I've got loads of other like stacked triple damage ones. those just give me really easy leveling setups. Alright, so let's just pre-set up a bunch of damage. Okay, that's phased it. And one cool thing you can do is, for bosses with phases, is just pre-lay a bunch of volatiles, and they'll just seek her out. And will the Cull get it? Oh, she's gone for a walk. She likes to do that with this boss. She's over here now. There you go. Ezzy Pezzy. So yeah, I've face tanked everything so far, from basically equipping these wands. So you collect 2 wands, OP. And that's basically that. Servers are about to restart, so I guess I will probably peace out here. There will be a paste bin down below for anyone who's still confused by what's going on, and again, why Necromancer. So first I got Commander of Darkness, gives me some easy resists, some attack and cast speed and auras, seems good. And Mistress Sacrifice gives you the self-offering, so do that sort of a map, and then just refresh it every now and again. It also procs a Arcane Surge, and I've got Increased Duration, Flesh Offering, Fast Casting, Arcane Surge. Arcane Surge is very important in this build, because again, we're on limited links. It gives a more spell damage multiplier, some increased mana regen, helps with a Mon build, seems good, and Increased Duration scales with the Increased Duration. I'll then get Spirit Eater, and then I'll get Beacon of Corruption for just some easy Chaos Res. With all the jewels, the fact you get Chaos Res here and the fact you get 20 Chaos Res here, you can easily like just go full crazy caps. And yeah, that's kind of that really. For the skill tree, this is a very like rough outline that I threw together. Give me a second. It will look something sort of like this. So you just come out through here. It's LE Overload, non-crit. The reason why I go non-crits is quite important. Is so these spells, they have the initial hit, so the Detonate Dead, the Volatile Cremation, and then they have the, like the after percentage base. The explosion equal to percentage of maximum life. That doesn't scale with spell damage or spell crit, only scales with generic damage. That's why I mostly just go for like generic fire damage from jewels, fire damage on tree, elemental damage, and don't get that much spell damage stacking. So if you were to go crit based, half of it is wasted. And also, if you're investing loads of points into getting all the crit stuff, that's less points which could be spent on overpowered jewels, giving a bunch of flat life, damage, all stats, right? So, again, like, just pick up all the jewels. 9 jewels, seems good. This level, what, 91 build? Boom, level 90 build. Has 173% life, 117% mana, so 5.5k life, plus 2.3k mom, with nothing in the jewels. Like, nothing in the jewels. This is with just tier 3 life and mana helm, tier 3 life and mana gloves, tier 3 life and mana boots, 2 tier 3 life and mana rings, and then just a belt with just 70% maximum life. Now, it is with a belly. You don't have to use a belly. There are a few other options you could use. And again, this is with absolutely no life in all of these jewels. But belly seems really solid because belly will scale all of this crazy flat life. But you probably just want to eventually get like a really OP Elder item, or some kind of Elder Shaper chest which gives you more links. Other things you can fit into this setup. So currently it's Frenzy, GMP, Cull, Onslaught, Curse on Hit, Flam. If you're doing Blood Rage setup, you can drop the Frenzy and then use Power Siphon. Power Siphon has Culling Strike inbuilt. So if you use Blood Rage for Frenzy charges, then you end up saving a link, right? Which then means you can then put Innovate in. Innovate does regularly proc, and this gives you some flat damage to your spells and shit from the Innovate buff. That's a nice way of just getting a little bit extra damage. The reason why I don't use Power Siphon currently is Frenzy has an increased attack speed per Frenzy charge inbuilt, and also an important thing to note is the ones, they do have a cooldown of 0.25, so basically if you get 4 attacks a second, you're at like the attack speed cap, and then you don't need any more attack speed after that. So it's about getting to the sweet spot and just fine-tuning the build, messing around. People are saying, why don't you play like Raider? Again, once you've gotten the attack speed cap, the attack speed after that is just wasted. You get loads of movement speed from being a Necro, so it kind of evens that out. And also, you're in a nice part of the tree, really easy leveling with Elite Overload, Mind Over Matter and stuff. If they were to nerf any of these interactions, I wanted to play just a normal Detonate Dead build using Scourge Claws as a Necromancer. You can still do that fine. Also, Spirit Eater is really powerful because it has the increased attack and cast speed for each corpse consumed recently. I haven't got it yet, so I can't test it in game. Some people have said that it does work with Detonate Dead skill. Some people say it hasn't worked. Uber tested it and he said it works. Some people say it doesn't. I'll find out when I get to it. But if you're doing Necromancer with other Poet Pen setups, you can just put a offering in one of your wands, and then it will always be triggering you the crazy attack speed steroids, and seems good, man. Spirit offering is also something you can do for like crazy ES recharging, and chat's been really weird, and the whole time I've been doing this video, chat has just been talking about my symmetrical nose. Your face is good. I really like his lips personally. I like his nose. I think that's my favourite part too, actually. You have amazing nostril symmetry. So yeah, chat's weird. And that is the video, and that was also the recap for day 3. One other final thing I forgot to mention, for the Facebreaker Ancestral Warchief character, there was a confirmed bug where Facebreaker range was set to 0. That has been fixed, so now that build has range. So I'm going to just make that build still be Facebreaker, and that'll be my like Uberlab character. So this is my mapping character, that'll be my Uberlab character. Future builds on the list that I want to try out. There is Poison, Quill Rain action. I want to do the Arctic Breath / Fireball volley setups. Maybe some Dart Pack shenanigans. I still want to do the Infernal Blow build. And a few other things. Any other cool ideas you guys have, please do let me know down below. I'm Tarke. Chat's weird. Have a good day. Bye-bye.